if you have two triangles, one big, one small, and you show that the ratios of the sides are the same. So 3 tests, AA, SSS, and SAS. So this is all that we have learned in 6.1, 6.2. So 6.3 tells you the ratio of areas of similar figures. So no matter what shape you are given, parallelogram, trapezium, any two-dimensional shape you can have, if I have two that are similar, that means I tell you these two are geometrically similar, then the ratio they say between their area is the square of the ratio of their sides. Meaning, if I want to know the ratio of their area, I just need to know what is the ratio of one of their sides and I square it. So meaning, if I say this is 3 cm and this is 5 cm, then the ratio between area of A and area of 2 will be a square of it. So that means the ratio is 9 units for A1 and 25 units for A2. That's all. The whole chapter talks about this ratio for 6.3. So all the examples they give you talk about this. The only thing that can change is the shape. They change to funny shapes, but it's still this ratio as long as you see geometrically similar. Okay? Then 6.4 talks about volume. Ratio of the volume of similar figures. So when we talk about volume, let's say two cylinders. One big, one small. Volume 1, volume 2. So I say this is radius 1. This is radius 2. Any sides I'm talking about can be height, can be radius, can be diameter, any height we are talking about. So volume of the container 1 to volume of the container 2 is always cube of the ratio of one side. So as long as I find the ratio of one pair, I cube it. That is the ratio of the volume. So if I say this is 5 cm and this is this is 2 and this is 5. So the ratio between the volume would be, you cube it, is 8:125. So this is 8 units. This is 125 units. So this is the formula for 6.4. Still want to talk? Okay? So 6.3, 6.4 just talks about that. And then the last one is 6.5, which I will show you how to draw construction. So basically, they can ask you to construct triangles, quadrilaterals, and what you have learned before, angle bisector and perpendicular bisector. So what I've asked you to do when you go back home is to look at this, and how to do construction, because these are time consuming. But today I'm going through the PMP of this and show you some construction so you have an idea. But by right, you should have seen the video already. Okay, so this is the overview of the entire chapter. Can? Okay, we go into the PMP in a bit. I see some of you copying, so I pause here a bit. So you just remember only these formulas. There's nothing extra. Yes. Yeah. $7.345 is it? Okay, I check, then I will load it up. Can. Yeah. I will show you how to apply it. Okay? For which one? This one? The test. Construction. Okay, so this is what you should be doing. Airdrop this page. Okay, I airdrop. This triangle is similar to triangle TXC. So in many of my years of experience, AA test is the most common test. They like to test you for similarity. Okay, because they don't need to give you any length and you can prove their similarity. Okay, so this is the first thing. Okay, next is they say, can you calculate the length of AB? So it will be good for you to redraw the triangle. This is your ABC. Okay, and then of course it's your TXC. You can redraw a similar one that is smaller. And then fill in all the info you know. You know TX is 3 cm. TC is 4 cm. Okay, any other length you know? Oh, you only know this is 24 cm square. Any other thing you know? Not enough info, is it? Okay, if you look at this, this, can you find the area of this triangle? Can you find the area of this triangle? What is it? Half times 3 times 4. So it gives you 6 units square. 6 units square. Okay, but we know the ratio, right? We know that the ratio between the area must be equal to the ratio of one of the sides, square. So I write that down. Let this be x. So I write down x over 3. If I square it, it should be equals to the ratio of my area. This is using this formula. Okay, I'm just using this formula. So looking at that, I get x squared over 9. This one is just 4. So you cross multiply. X squared is 36. So x, you take a square root, is just 6 cm. So AB is 6 cm. So this is using ratio of similar triangles. Okay? Okay, if this thing is 6, the whole thing is 24. Can you find what is this over the entire triangle? How to find the value? What is the shaded area's area? 18, because it's 24 minus 6. So this one is 18. So just put 18. The whole thing is 24. And then you go and simplify it. Divided by 6 is 3. Divided by 6 is 4. So it's 3/4. Part C. Okay, so you just write down what you know. This is part B's answer. This is part A. So I'm just showing you how can this ratio come into practice from 6.3. Okay, how can the similarity test come into picture in 6.2? Can? Okay, I want you to look at 2 now. It says I have 2 circles. One with diameter 7. Another one with diameter 9. Okay? I want you to express the area of the smaller circle to the area of the bigger one. So first thing first, this is A1. This is A2. So what we learn is if we have 2 shapes that are similar to each other, I just have to find their ratio by squaring the ratio of one of their sides. Whether it's diameter, whether it's radius, whether it's circumference, it doesn't matter. You can use it, plug it in and square it. So the ratio between them is 49 is to 81. So this one is 49 units. This one is 81 units. You can use the big one over the small one also, doesn't matter. But because this question say, they want you to find the area of the small one to the big one. What is the percentage? So if you look at this ratio, they want percentage. This is area of the small one. This is area of the big one. How to find percentage? You just, how to find percentage? Times 100%. Then it should give your answer as this, 60.5. Okay, that's it. So can you see it's just involving this formula from 6.2 only. You know how to use, you know how to do the question. $75? Here wrote 60.5. Is there a calculation error? Question 2. Question 2. This is question 2. This is question 1. 60.5 is it? The answer is 60.5. 3SF. Okay, gradually as you become better at it, then I'll start skipping the PMP. Gradually, I say gradually, I don't say immediately. Okay, let's look at 3 now. You done with 2?
So you need to write the number of the question you're doing, right?
Okay. Now we are at question 3. I have 2 triangles. They say if AML and ABC are similar. Okay, a good habit is to redraw one of the triangle. I already have ABC. This is ABC. I should draw another matching one, smaller one beside it and write it AML. Must write in the same order, AML matching ABC. So you redraw the smaller one and then fill in all the info you know. This is 2 cm. AM is 3 cm. Okay? So now that you draw everything out, it's clearer to compare the corresponding sides. So they say, can you find what is X? So we want to start comparing the corresponding sides together. So this is 3. We compare with this one. This is a matching side. So the ratio is 3 is to 2 plus X. Okay? And we compare to the other side. Which one? The 2 with what? The 2 with this one. So the ratio should be the same because they are similar. So now that you know the ratio must be 2 is to 5, then you can cross multiply and solve. So this will give me 15. So X is just 5.5. So it's always comparing corresponding sides, the ratio must be the same. But if you are talking about area, you square the ratio. If you are talking about volume, you cube the ratio. Okay. Hey, this one is, yeah? The 5 is this, 3 plus 2. This is for AC. Okay, so if you can imagine the big triangle with the small one, all we are doing is we are comparing the corresponding sides. Okay, so compare the ratio. This one with this. Okay, let's look at B now. Okay, wait, I'm coming back. I just want. Okay, now I want to talk about area already. So in your mind, you know, I need to square some ratio somewhere. So this question say quadrilateral this piece. Doesn't matter, don't be scared if it's quadrilateral. We will still focus on comparing the two first. So I want you to look at this one versus the big one, the green one. So how to find the ratio of these two areas? Let's call this A1, call this A2. So A1 is to A2, it's 2 out of 5, what? Square. So that means this is 4 units, the small one is 4 units, the big one is 25 units. So they say, can you find the ratio between this piece, just this piece only, and the whole thing? So I already know that this is 4. The whole thing is what? 25. So can you tell me what is this? 25 minus 4, which is 21. So this quadrilateral here is 21 units. The whole triangle is 25. So that's why the ratio is 21 is to 25. That's all. Okay, you just give me the ratio and write down the value accordingly. But must mark your work, must do correction. Okay, there are many PMP that I collect, right? There are certain questions that is left blank even though I went through. Okay, so you must have the stamina to go throughout. Ah. Okay, last one.
Which is B?
This is B. Because this whole thing is 25, right? But the small triangle is 4. I know the small triangle is 4. So I minus. What box? See my face or what? So very angry. Okay, then last one, it says that this is the small triangle is 3. They say, can you find the quadrilateral? So just now we already figured out that this is 4 units. Now they tell you 4 units is 3 cm square. Can you find the quadrilateral? Quadrilateral we figure out is 21 units. So it's just a simple primary school ratio. 4 unit is 3. 1 unit is 3/4. And then 21 units is 3/4 times 21. So that is the answer. That's all. So the moment you know the ratio, they give you quadrilateral, you're also not scared. You just subtract only. Okay, so sometimes you really got to give math a chance. It's not as difficult as you imagine it to be. You just need to become. I mean like stay calm, not become. Okay, and I mark your piece already. It's like, I don't know what I teach you last term. I never total the mark because it's too sad.
Did I get the highest? I did, right?
Oh, actually I did total the mark. The highest, is 9 out of 16. Just pass only.
That's okay. Wait. It's me, right? Confirm, right?
No.
Oh.
Is Janissa and Brennan.
No.
And it's 9.
No way.
Never mind. I cannot explain my disappointment, but never mind.
This one, can you hand it back?
No, not yet. I want to go through. If I give you, next lesson is gone. Okay? Can we move on to 4? Okay, every day you are frustrated with something, you tell yourself that God cannot give you anything that you cannot manage. Okay? Any kind of God you are praying to. So it must be something that you can manage. Okay? That's what I tell myself. Because when I have a long day, I go back to a naughty child. Then I tell myself, I gave birth to this person.
So far, you have a loving husband.
You find out what's the meaning of sesame.
No, I asked my daughter how to pronounce mango. She say mango.
No, you must ask her what is mango.
No, she tell me it's mango. So I'm very sure. I'm lucky that she haven't learned anything. I don't want. My son is P1 and is very naughty. Okay, never mind, move on. Go and copy the question from here. Wait. Who say wait?
I didn't know.
Oh, okay. Done? No. Okay, this one. I don't want. I scared I turn violent.
You're scared that we influence them.
No, it's okay. Okay, anyway, BC is parallel to DE. When you see a triangle that is stacked like that, what kind of triangle is this? Similar. So it's either like that or a ribbon. Standard one. Standard, I assure you. So, they say the small one, the small one is 9 units. The small one is 9 units. The big one is 49 units. So they say, can you then tell me what is the ratio of one pair of sides? Okay? So we work backwards. Now they give me area 1, area 2, it's 9 over 49. Okay? But I know L1 over L2 square gives me this. So you take a square root, a length. So you need to pick a pair. Okay, so you need to pick a pair. Why I put, because it's shortcut lah. So this one is L1. Okay? The longer one, the bigger triangle is L2.
Wait, the ratio for the area is the same as the ratio for the length.
No, you need to square it. So this square gives me this. So how do I find L1 over L2? Square root, very good. So you square root, it gives you 3, 7. So what they are trying to tell you is, this L1, which is AB, and this L2, which is AD, is 3 units here. Not 3 cm, it's 3 units. And this one is 7 units. So they ask you, can you tell me what's the ratio between AB and BD? 3:4. Because this must be 4U.
Oh, I get it.
So it's just 3 out of 4. That's it. Okay? Then lastly, they say, what if this triangle is 54 cm? I already know this is...
7 cm square. 3 cm.
What is there? Oh, this is 9 units, right?
3 cm square.
And it's 54 cm. The whole thing is 49 units. The whole thing is 49 units. So you can go and find 1 unit first. 1 unit is 6 cm square. So the whole thing is 49 times 6. Which is what? 29 something. 29 what? 294. Okay, good. So the whole thing is 294. This is 54. Can you find this? The whole thing is 294. The top part is 54. How to find the trapezium?
54 divided by 9.
No need to divide already. This whole thing is 294. Yes, just take away that 54. Can you be more encouraging?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 240 cm square. So it's all about the ratio. Okay, it's not about copying my answer. I can write out the solution for you. You must understand what you are doing. So I'm very sure the conversation can wait.
Can you explain part C?
Part C? Can. Okay, yes. What? This small one, they say is 9 units, the area. This big one, they say is 49 units. So how to find the ratio of this L1 is to L2? So what we learn is L1 over L2 square will give you the ratio of their area. So if I take a square root, I notice that I will get 3 out of 7. So that means this is 3, this is 7. So this part here is 3. They want me to find the ratio between the top part and the bottom. So that's why it's 3:4. Can Okay, question 5. We haven't go into volume, or you think you can already? Do you roughly understand about the ratio of area? Can we move on to volume? I leave you to do the others. Volume is here. Okay. So, look at 7. They tell me that the ratio of area, this one, is 49:81. So that means A1 over A2 is 49:81. This should be the square of the length. Correct? So how to find the ratio of the length? Use root. You square root the ratio. So actually is 7:9. So what I know is, based on these two shapes, whatever shape there is, let's say a small cylinder to a big one, I know that now this is 7 unit, this is 9 unit. So question asks you, what is the ratio of their volume? What do you do to the ratio? You cube it. So using this 7, 9, you basically cube it and you get 343 over 729. That's it. Okay, but because they ask for ratio, not the numerical value, you must write in ratio way. Okay, they ask for ratio, so you must write in what is to what. Okay? So, this is V1, V2 is 343 and 729. So, meaning the big one is 729 units, the small one is 343 units. So, now they say this is actually 857.5. So, again, back to primary school. 343 unit is 857.5. 1 unit, you divide. So how to find 729 units. You just times 729 and you are done. Okay, so according to the answer scheme, this should be the answer you get. This is for question 7, part B. So when to cube the ratio, when to square the ratio, depends on whether they want area or volume.
That's molesting.
Okay? Okay, question 8. They say I have two geometrically similar shapes. The height is 8 for the small one, 20 for the big one. Then they say the circumference is 24 for the small one. What is the circumference of the big one? So remember, whether it's radius, height, diameter, circumference, we are all talking about length. So the ratio of the length must be equal. So if this is 8:20, this must be 8:20 as well. So what we do is 8 out of 20 must be 24 out of, let's call this x. So you just solve as per normal.
It's still the same thing.
Yes. Same ratio. So nothing different. No need to square, no need to cube because we are talking about length. We have not gone to area, we have not gone to volume. So just follow the question what they want. Okay, now 8b says I want the volume. So what to do? Volume of the small one. If you don't like V1, you can write VS for volume of the small one, VL for volume of the large one. What do you do? Put in one ratio. What's the ratio you put in? 8:20. So we put that in and then what do we do to it? Cube it. That's all. So you will get 8:125. If they want percentage times 100%. Okay? So you see what the question wants. Okay, part C. They say I'm going to fill it completely with sand. Sorry? They give? So whether, okay, listen carefully. You must think of area as something two-dimensional. So I say area, surface area, curved surface area is all area. I say volume, I say capacity, I say mass, is all three-dimensional. So whether or not I use a change of words, it is still three-dimensional, you cube the ratio. So even if they use mass, we are talking about volume. So still cube, So I already know that this ratio is the same. This ratio is the same. It is like volume. Okay, it is like volume. Then they say the small one is 250. Find the big one. So you can go back to the same concept. 8 unit is 250. Find 1 unit. Then find 125 unit. Okay? So it's just these two formula and nothing else already. But I changed the shape, lor. Change cylinder, change to cone, change to trapezium, change to whatever, but it's still these two formula.
Hope this is my job.
And in no example you see me really going to calculate the area using formula. Don't have. You will not be required to use pi r square h here. It is using the ratio to find. Okay? Can I leave you to try the rest of the example? This weekend, go back and really try. If you still can't, then I will do it with you next week. But I want to show one construction question since I have 10 minutes. Somewhat? A quiz on this, huh?
No.
Okay.
The quiz.
Okay, let me do construction. Quiz is next week. No time to go through.
Just show them you collect back.
You sure you want to see?
I know what I wrote. I just want to see what you wrote.
Who got the lowest?
I want to see what you wrote.
Wait, why is stylish? No, don't have. This one?
Am I there? Am I there?
Okay, if I give you back the quiz, you must bring next lesson. One or the one? Huh?
Just take it.
Just show and collect back. What's the point?
We just want to see what you write. Yeah.
Paper. I promise I got it.
So you're how many times you need to see the mirror?
I whole day also haven't seen my face in the mirror.
How many can see now? Hi.
Try hard.
This is not mine. This really sounds one.
She could go one more. She could have minus.
Okay, I never total the marks. If you are interested,
why
you
don't
can
I
go and
do this?
total.
It's not mine. It's my class. I got excited. I got excited. Okay, is this mine? Fuck you. I need this one. I'm really
How do you get all three?
Wait, how do I get 9?
Last time at the back, I get it.
I did not fumble at the back.
I think we got a calculation. 5.
Let's look at volume now.
Oh.
You fail all the 1 mark questions and you do all the hard ones perfectly.
I'm just better. Wait, what? Sin is over here. Wait, what the fuck did I put 3?
Upon 16, ah.
Why did I put 3? That's not your fault.
I did it even worse. You did minus 4.
How is a 4 then?
Wait, let me see. So I went wrong.
Correct.
5.
I think this one. Yeah, I got it.
Okay, I just want to do a quick one.
Shut up, Brandon. Brandon, shut up. It's just a number, Brandon.
Bro, this is my own.
This one.
Yeah,
What's the answer for?
that's what I will go through. But now let me finish this.
I think we feel ABC.
1, 2,
Okay.
4, 5.
So just a very quick one, ah. Where's my ruler? Okay, just a very quick one. If you see a question like this where they ask you to do construction, they say every 1 cm represents 5 meters. So drawing 15 meters means you need 3 cm. So you always start off with a bottom. So let's say this is your 6 cm. Let's say, so let's call this BC. And then you go and measure 6 cm on your ruler, right? Then go and take out your protractor. And then on your protractor, put it here. Okay? And then starting from the 0 mark, go to your AP. Okay, and draw a long line. You don't know where to stop, but draw a very long line. Right? And then they tell you that AB is 12 cm, 12 meters. If you divide by 5, it's 2.4 cm. So you remember you have this thing that looks like a compass. Not the compass, but a construction compass like this. Wait,
Stop laughing.
I think a pencil is too small.
He just has a very low tolerance for funny things. Okay, but anyway, what you do is put your ruler, right? Okay, and then the needle point at the 0 mark. Pull your pencil to the point where it points to 2.4 cm. So you measure 2.4 cm first, and then go to your B. Put the needle over there. Okay, although it's smaller. Put your needle over there and draw an arc. Okay, so this tells you for sure. Listen, this tells you for sure that this line stops at 2.4 cm. So some of you will say, I use ruler measure 2.4 already. What's the point of this? You need to show working. So you need to show this arc as working. Okay, next one.
I think you bring this one.
They say the horizontal part has to be 3 cm. So how to draw parallel line? I think I'm quite sure that some of you never know what's the purpose of this. Okay? So what you can do is you put your set square parallel to the base, and then you shift your ruler. Okay, I don't have a ruler here. Yeah, you lend me a ruler, a small one, is okay?
This is something that you
So like this, you shift your ruler against this set square up, parallel. So until the point that it meets where you want to cut. So like this, you shift it up. Okay, it will be parallel, and then you draw your parallel line. Why? What happened?
No, you also.
I can hear everyone. I hear everyone.
Every day.
I can't hear people near me.
So, what you do is put your set square, shift your ruler up until a point it meets there, and you move it up. It will definitely ensure it is parallel. Correct? But where do you stop? You stop where you measure 3 cm. Okay, 3 cm, let's say here. So this is your D. This is your A. And then you draw your final point to this. And that is how your shape is done. Okay, what I want to help you to recap your memory is perpendicular and angle bisector. So if I have a line AB and I ask you to draw a perpendicular bisector, I think it's photo. Sorry, yeah. Here. Okay, listen. This will be tested, I'll show you because why I'm the setter. So put your needle at one of the end point, open to more than half of the line, then draw an arc like this. Okay, the other end point same. Put at the needle point, draw an arc like this. You realize that they intersect at 2 points. Join them together, that is your perpendicular bisector. This one you learned in Sec 2 already. So this line will be 90 degrees to your AB, and it will cut the line into half. So this line is called perpendicular bisector. So I will send you a video to refresh your memory on this. But if you have an angle and you want to bisect it, put your needle at the angle and then cut both arms.
Yeah, that's Friday.
others. So can you see that you have an arc over here? Then you draw this to pass through your original line. Okay, mine is not long enough. What? Okay, so this is your angle bisector. So go back and make sure you revise this. Then next week I will check your homework one more time. This time round your PMP should be more completed. Okay, that's it. That's the end of the lesson, right? Okay, your quiz you hold on weekend.
Actually,
Bring next lesson.
what time?
I will go through definitely.
Where?
Always eat.
Where? How?
How hungry are you?
They are angry with Brandon because he's the one who tell me he never bring the worksheet back, cannot do. And he said okay. Sorry? Can. I will upload. Okay, class 10. Go home straight after this. Because there's oral, let's not distract them.